Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. It is daytime, so I'm going to sleep real quick and then we'll get started with some stuff. As you can see, there's some changes. I fixed some stuff up. So let me sleep real quick and then we'll get started. I am currently offline, so I have another episode that's before this one that you'll see before you get to see this one. So I'll try to get them both up. I do have glass installed, and I think it looks much better up here. This whole wall here will be the brick one by the next episode, so it'll look nice. I think I'm going to keep this down here regular stone, and I might replace some of this gravel and dirt and stuff just so it looks better. Let's see what else. As promised, the sugarcane farm is producing, and you see some torches over there. I'll go show you that in a minute. Okay, I had a little trouble with my automatic wheat farm, so for right now this is the best I can do because I need string, and I haven't killed enough spiders to get string, so I put the gate on this side and I cut it off here because that's where the water flows over, is to here, and then it all goes into the chest. So maybe this will be working by the end of the episode, and we'll try to flood this and see about it. I am doing mine with 3 water channels, and I did it like this so that monsters still couldn't get in here, but it looks like they can, so I don't know, that's weird. They shouldn't be able to jump up there. Yeah, whatever. I'll fix it later. I'll put ladders on it. Put ladders on the back. I tried the dropper, and the dropper just drops the bucket. It doesn't drop the water. I don't know if it's just my version or all of it's like that, but all it did was drop the bucket out. I had to wire it up and everything. So I think I'm going to need the dispenser for that, and in order to get 3 dispensers, I need 3 bows. So, and I need 3 untarnished bows. So it's either kill a lot of skeletons to get the bow drops and combine them till it's brand new, or kill spiders. Either way, a mob spawner is going to be our best choice soon. I think on this episode, I'm just going to show you some stuff for the animals, and we're going to prep the area over there for the mob spawner on the next episode. It's going to be the simplest mob spawner you can do, so you won't have to worry about redstone or anything like that. So if you're not good at redstone, don't worry about it. If you are good at redstone, you can upgrade it. Plenty of other territories have much fancier mob spawners in it. This will not be a XP farm. Now I will tell you how to make it into an XP farm, and I think it will work, but I haven't actually tried it myself. This is my preparation for leather. I plan on making this whole pen full before I slaughter them, so we'll breed some today. I'll show you how breathing works. Excuse me. How did you get out? Come on. Well, this is the perfect time. So, in the newest versions, this doesn't affect wheat. It affects cows. See how they're hovering over me? This is the breeding magic for chickens. This is the breeding magic for cows. So if you want to get animals to follow you, you get their little breeding item out. For chickens, it's seeds. So you get it out, and then they'll lock onto you. See, when they're staring at you like that, that means they're locked on. So then you can move, and they'll follow you. See? They'll follow me. So what I do is open up and bring them in. Then you switch to something else and run out real quick and close it. And that's pretty much it. You want to go ahead and build your fence first, either out of wood or out of cobblestone like I have. Either one's fine. Doesn't really matter. You can get fancier with it if you want. Let me get some more seeds. I have seeds inside, but we'll just do it this way because I'm going to use them. I'll make sure I have enough. Now, the reason these two are the only ones we need now. This cows and chickens are the only ones we need. We can get 3 items from the cows: milk, leather, beef. We can get 2 items from the chickens and eggs. And you can use eggs to make cake. And you can take the milk and the cake, combine it with sugar, and you'll have cake. Milk, eggs, sugar, cake. It's really simple. Let's go in here. There you go. And you only want to do the adults, so you just aim at them and right click and they'll get hearts on them, then aim at another one, right click it, and then they'll get happy and do the happy dance with each other and make a baby. There you go. That's how they do it. And then pop out came a little baby chicken. And you can check on the wiki. I believe you can breed once every 5 minutes, but you check on the wiki to make sure, because I'm not exactly sure. I just do it. I just come out here and I click on them, and if it works, it works. I have wheat too. We can just do this over here, I believe. Sorry, little guys. You do not get any wheat. You're too young. You're too young for any breeding materials. Come on. And that's it. You just right click on them. Let's see. For cows and sheep, it's wheat. For chickens, it's seeds. I am trying to get this whole area chicken free besides my chicken pens. But I think this is some kind of a chicken spawning area or something. I don't know. Because like they keep showing up. For cows and sheep, it's wheat. So wheat makes them breed. And I believe now you do get experience from breeding. So getting them close to you and breeding them will be good because it'll give you experience. Chickens, it's seeds. So you can breed 2 animals from a wheat farm. The reason we don't want pigs yet is because we don't have carrots. We can't breed carrots. And we don't really need another source of food besides cows. And horses are getting ready to come out soon, so we won't need a mount either. And you can control the horses, and the only way to control a pig is a fishing rod with a carrot on it. And that's more random than anything else. If you want to travel, build a minecart network. That's basically it. Make sure you keep them lit up, because if you don't, then creepers will spawn in there. And then they'll blow up, and then you'll have to fix it. And they could kill your chickens. And if they kill your chickens with you not around, you won't get to pick up the stuff. So. And that is really bugging me. This should not... You should not be able to jump up here. Unless... Ah, I see what's happening. You're climbing on the fence. Okay, okay. And that counts you as a half block higher. Then when you jump up one block. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to mark off this area over here for the platform where they're going to fall. I don't want to raise platform, so this is going to be in the ground. So we're going to do, let's see, that should be good. It didn't need to be even because I'm not going to do anything down here. And people say even, but usually they have to make them odd because they're going to put a door in. So if you want to put a door in to a building, you're going to have to make it an odd number of squares out instead of an even number of squares, unless you want double doors. That should work. We'll put this dirt out and we'll go sleep. And I do not mind sleeping on camera. Oh, the iron door. The iron door requires, I can't, let me step to the side here. I can't right click on this, see? I can't right click on this and open the door like the other doors. Iron doors require a redstone signal. Now, pressure plates, there's wood and there's also stone. And the wood ones are different because you can activate them just by throwing an item on them. The stone pressure plates, you actually have to be like a person to step on them, so there has to be some weight to it. I don't know how that works because I'm not a programmer, but that's the way it works. So just throw an item on a pressure plate, any item, even like a feather, piece of paper, and it'll set it off. Stone ones, you actually have to step on. Alright, now the reason we don't have one outside is because if we had one outside, then the monsters could just step on it and get in the door. We don't want that. So outside we have the button, and there's a little time delay on the button. It just sends out a signal and then stops. So unlike this one where you stand on it and the door doesn't close till you get off of it, because when you stand on it, it sends a continuous signal. You can't hold the button down, so you just press the button, it sends a signal, opens the door, and then when that signal subsides, the door closes again. That's how that works. And the recipe for the doors is the same it's always been. For the pressure plates, it's that. And that's the wooden pressure plate. And you do the same thing with cobblestone. Or is it smooth stone? It might be smooth stone. We need some more stone anyway. One. Two. Here we go. And there's your stone one. And let's show you that, the difference between the two. I did make an iron axe and I put just a little level on it, nothing big. I didn't want to spend a bunch of time. Chopping down wood makes it faster. There's the stone one, there's the wood one, and if we drop something on the wood one, see how it went off? And we dropped on the stone one, nothing. Nothing. That's why. And you can pick, well, I guess you need a, I don't want that anyway, but you pick the wooden one up with your hand. You need to pick for the other one. So. Let's go put some stuff away. Cobblestone. Raw food. Swords. Now you can take these. I could take all these eggs out there and then throw them, but I want to make some cake. I've never made cake before, and I want to show you all that. So we're probably going to do that in this episode if I can remember what the recipe is for it. Chicken. Not drops. Dirt. So we are going to need another bucket because I think it requires 2 things of milk. And this is how you gather milk. Ooh, we need to sleep. Because I hear a visitor up there. So, is it a creeper? Or is it a zombie? I think it's a creeper. Let's not do that. I don't hear nothing burning. Some burning over there. Here. Yeah. Now I've never made one of these, so I don't know what the recipe is. So we'll have to play around with it. Hello, Mr. Spider. I need you. Wish they'd fix that. And there's a creeper. Make it easy with. Looks easy with the diamond sword. You just you do the charge forward, and then hit it, and then push back immediately after you strike. So forward, back, and then you just keep doing that until it's dead. That's how you kill creepers. So you go walk up to a cow, and you just right click. Bam, milk. Milk. Now let's see if we can get this right. I think it's 1 sugar, 2 eggs, wheat, milk. I'm offline, so I can't go look it up. It's 3 milk? Or is it 3 eggs? Nope. This is annoying. I've seen this done like a million times. Let's do the sugar up there. And no. And I can't go online to show you because they're spread. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. So I'll show you on my next episode. That's how you get the milk from the cows. Just right click on them with the bucket. We will need something else from this crafting table though. You will need trap doors for the next episode too. If I'm not mistaken, this is the recipe. Yep. And you get 2, but you have to spend 6. That's not a good return. So you only want to use these for mob traps. 8 should do us, but let's make 12 anyway, just in case. So let's go ahead and make the platform on the bottom, and then we will do the mob spawner up top. And a little good thing about, if you don't want to dig out with your hand, you can use your hoe. It won't lose durability. A little funny thing about hoes, you can jump in creative mode and put sharpness and fire aspect on them and just use them for a cooking utensil. Go around and kill the animals, one shot killing device. I always play with the cheat mode on because I like to go into game mode 2 and play where you have to use the right tool for the right job. If you are one of them guys who plays in game mode 2, that won't work because you'll never be able to wreck anything with the hoe. I think they call it adventure mode. So that's the basic platform. You're going to build 26 blocks up. And 24 blocks will kill you, so you want high enough to where they'll die. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. There we go. And then we'll build blocks around this. So this is at the corner, so you don't have to match that square. You can build this as big as you want. So it just has to be covering that down there. And it does not have to be enclosed. You can make it where it only spawns at night time. That way you don't have to worry about mobs spawning down and falling down there during the day. So if you want it to automatically shut off during the daytime and only spawn at night, then it's up to you. I am going to enclose it. So I don't want it too big because I don't want to have to use a lot of materials. You are going to leave a section 2 wide and probably 4 long in the middle. So from here over, you won't want to put any blocks there. And I'll show you why in a minute. And you want to at least make it like 2 more wider than your platform down there, so they have plenty of space to spawn on. It has to be at least 3 by 3. There we go. And this is a foolproof mob spawner. So once you get it built up, get the walls and the ceiling on it. You'll want to light up the roof. So that the mobs will not spawn on the roof instead of on inside at nighttime. And then you'll want to light up all around down there, because it can mess with the spawn rates in here. So all around this area you'll have to torch up when you build the mob spawner. If you don't like torches laying around in your spawning area, you can go over somewhere else. We are going to end up having to go down. Should have bought a bed. I think I'm going out 2 more. One more. I hope everybody's doing okay today. Let's go ahead and put some torches up here just in case. And it's not going to be wide enough for them to start spawning up here, but you know, Minecraft does crazy stuff sometimes. So, and then we can go ahead and work through the night, get this built. I hope I have enough stone. I know I could have come over on from the other side, but I have a one-track mind, so. I do have a sheep over there. I'll show you it too later. I think I'm gonna have to go over one more, or just cut that off one or the other. I can just cut that off. Yeah. There we go. Now you want to make this even, so you go in 2 over here, you go in 2 over there. But you want to keep it on the platform, so I think we need to go over 1 here and then 3 over there. Nope, 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 nope. We just have to build that wider. Yeah. We'll do this up here and then close it, and then we can fix that down there when we get this up here done. There we go. And remember, we're going to leave a 2 gap in the middle. So, that like that. And you'll see why when it's done. We are going to have to go out. Yep. Have to build that out. I mean, we got 5. That one's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to have to go out one more. That's because we have to build the walls on it. So it'll be 4 wide when we get the walls on there. That's why this is 2 wide, because we're going to put a wall on that outside. It'll be 1 wide there in the middle. So let's go over here and put another layer on this side. And this is pretty much so easy that you can, if you're fast enough, you can do this in one night. One whole day of Minecraft and get it up and working. Before you go down, you want to enclose all this and then take out the torches. And when you're putting the ceiling on, don't trap yourself on the ceiling. And I don't have enough stone. I'm going to have to go down and get more. There we go. And you don't have to leave windows on this. You're going to make it full up. And you also only want to make this too high. So, and too high, that way you don't get Enderman spawning in here. If you want Enderman spawning, you can make it 3 high. They'll fall off just like everything else. Yep. We're going to do this side. Oh, no, we can't. Stop. There. That. We're going to leave this. There we go. See all them skellies down there wishing they could see me up here so they could shoot me off. Now, you can build this up one more, or you can make it in one. So we're going to just do that. And then we're going to do that. And then when we go up top, we will take that block out when we're up top. Also, watch out. So make sure you're still shifting while you're putting these block ups up here. That way you don't accidentally fall off the edge. Because if you fall, you will die. And I'm out. And it's not morning yet. I could go down and make a run for it. Now they can sense you from 12 blocks away, so make sure the mobs are 12 blocks away. See, hey, he saw me. Now he's gonna shoot me. There it goes. Oop. What the heck? Okay. Ah, no. Maybe they'll get trapped in there. Better run and eat. Ah, fucking spider. There we go. And I said a wordy dirt. I'm sorry, guys. Well, at least we don't have to worry about sleeping. That was probably overkill, because we're probably not going to need all that, but I don't want to have to come down again. It takes too much time. That's about right. And I was one off, of course. Perfect alignment. Crazy. Let's put some stone down here. There we go. There we go. We'll shift. And we're leaving this spot open because we're going to build that down as we go down, because we want to know where our spot is for the soil. And we want to remember that it's not that deep, so we want to dig down a couple and then move over to the other pile of dirt. And another good reason to have this path here. It's easier from building. And I'm probably going to record some more, so I'm going to keep recording it, and then I'll post them whenever they come out and fix the internet. I don't want to say the company, because I don't want to have to put their copyright stuff on it. But our cable company has decided that, well, what happened was we had a like a mini tornado. I don't know what it's called, but it landed right here on the other side of the trailer we're staying at, and it knocked over a whole bunch of trees, which knocked over the power line, which in turn cut the cable off. Well, the power company come out that day and fixed their power lines. Well, they had called the cable company to get their internet fixed, and it's like, okay, we'll have somebody out within 24 hours. Well, then Saturday gets here, and his wife calls him back, and then they go, oh, well, we sent a technician out, and he said everything was okay. I mean, the lines are outside. They're hanging down from the power from the post outside our house. There's no way that the internet was working when he came by. So, I don't know. We're going to use dirt to get up there, and then we're going to put torches, and then we're going to come down and put stone as we come down. So, you want to put one in each corner. I'm going to take out this block as promised. Now, if they did spawn up here, they would fall off and die. But, I mean, I'd rather them spawn in there and spawn in the right spot. So, and they don't have to be lined up. I'm just trying to get them lined up for y'all guys. So, put one in the middle. It might be off a little bit, but that'll keep them from spawning up here. And we gotta find our side, which I think is over by the desert. Yep. And careful, careful. Then we shift as we're digging down, and we want to be down dip. See, we're at that's level, so that's where our platform is. So let's put these last two blocks. Ooh, no, we gotta go up. One final ingredient. We have to put these in. So you want them on the top. And I hope I have enough. And if you don't have enough, just close this gap up a little bit. Yeah, let's shoot. Let's take this one back off and see if we can catch it. Ooh, no, not on it. Nope, it fell. I'll make another one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they fixed the sign thing, so these are the best option, I think, right now for this particular job. So much of what I got. Yeah, let's go ahead and do them all. Crafting table. That's good. And now that you're set up, you can always carry a block of wood on you, and then you don't have to carry all these stones and sticks on you. Use the block as you need it. That should be enough. And I think my kids are home, so it might get loud here for a second. Sorry about the noise, guys. And then you take out these torches and the crafting table. Then we'll move over one, and we dig back down. And once you get low enough, it'll start spawning up there, and then they'll fall and die. And we don't want mobs spawning down here, so we'll put some torches down here. It needs to go out, but I don't want to use all my torches here. I'll have this lit up all the way, but just want to light it up. And then when you're standing around this thing, they should start spawning up there. So they'll spawn up there, and then they'll fall to their deaths down here, and then you just collect all the loot and stuff. So, mob spawner. I'd like to see some working before I cut the video off. Let's go over here. If it's too far away, I'll look it up. If it's too far away, we can go up. You can just build like a little platform where you stand on to activate it. Well, I'll show you this, and then I got to cut the video off, and hopefully next time it'll be working. If not, I'll fiddle with it. That's the basic design. They're really supposed to go up 24, but sometimes 24 doesn't kill them. So, and here's my sheep. Hey, sheepy. Remember, you only need one. You just bring clippers out, clip it. You get 3 wool. Unless you got a big project. It could not be spawning because all these spawns out here, so. But, mob spawner. Didn't take that long to build. And it does work. It just, if we have to, we can build a platform up, a couple things, or a platform for you to stand on where they'll spawn up there. But I think they should spawn up there with us near it. And we got our farms set up. The next episode, we'll probably go out exploring. So, if you want to save up your stuff and meat and stuff, go ahead and save that up. Be working on your books, and as you're working on your books, you'll get the meat. So, and then cook that, and then you'll be ready for the next episode. And that's about it. This is Magzie, and I'll see you on the next episode.